Welcome, race fans. Tonight, IWCR takes to Talladega for 100 laps, and they're going to be uh, a little bit of a confusing thing here, but not to you guys. They only run 50% fuel here, so that'll throw some extra pit stops in, and that'll make it a lot more interesting. So these guys are set to go. They've been out here practicing for an hour now, and they are ready to get this thing underway. We're only coming down to 3 minutes here from qualifying, and they do run open qualifying. So we'll see. I think they run open qualifying. Gosh, I can't remember. I can't remember all these leagues that run. But anyhow, they'll be qualifying here in 3 minutes. Hey, George and Abbas, how you doing? Good to see everybody in chat. Sorry, I was a little bit late getting started. I come to find out here I had it on another setup that I had another profile on OBS where I was streaming to Twitch, Hitbox, Beam, all of them. So but sorry about that. It was a little confusion there. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't starting, and it was like, whoops, got it on the wrong thing here. So. But it took me a minute to figure that out, and that's why I was a little bit late getting started. So I apologize for that, folks. Well, let's hope it's going to be a good race. Let's hope. I know YouTube's been acting up quite a bit here in the last week, so I'm hoping that they've got that straightened out. Just been a lot of issues. It's not me, and it's not just me. It's everybody that's been streaming up to YouTube. There's been some pretty big problems. I don't even know how to even start explaining what the problems are, but they're pretty ridiculous. But anyhow, we're ready to go to the national anthem here, folks. We will be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, we are back. Qualifying is underway. Hey, Kimmo. Yeah, it's going to be a barn burner here. It's going to be a long 100 laps for these guys out here tonight, but it'll be a good race. Doesn't look like a huge field, so that's kind of good. But the thing of it is the cars will get spread out around the track quite a bit. We'll have smaller groups, a little more for us to pay attention to. And it is only single car qualifying. I was trying to watch that to see. But they do run a shortened fuel load, so. Right now, Bernard Persons at the top of the list. He's just been steadily getting better and better and better every week. That's somebody just now going out on the track. Koulibaly. Fastest in practice. They're trying to lay down a good qualifying lap. Scott. Yeah, you there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you got the points for us?
Yeah, give me just a minute. I just walked through the door. You're gonna have to give me a second.
Oh. Wow.
Harry's back.
Weird. TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak just like quit.
All right, let's try this again.
Okay.
Jarrett Schwartz is your points leader coming into tonight. He's got a 36-point lead over Josh Schwartz, who's in second. Jeff Hollingsworth is 4 points back of Josh in third. Jesse Schwartz, the defending champion, he's 44 points back of the lead. He's in fourth place. He's got some work to do if he's going to win back-to-back championships. Bernard Person is in fifth place. Justin Warner is sixth. Chris Pence seventh. Evan Schroeder eighth. Randall Drake ninth. And Adam Benefiel, who we don't see on a regular basis. He's got a couple wins this season. He rounds out the top 10. He's only got 6 starts out of the 10 races they've run. So not too bad.
Yeah, pretty good. Well, I don't see Jesse here tonight either. So that's not going to be good on trying to get the points.
Well, then that's pretty much the championship right there. Wow. He won't be a back-to-back champion then if he's going to miss tonight's race because there's no drop weeks here, and we're down to the final 5 races. So.
Wow.
And just to touch on the schedule, the remaining schedule after this week, next week we're going to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and then we'll be at Rudy's favorite joint, Iowa. And then Sweet Home Chicago on July 7th. And then the season will conclude with a double points race at Dover on July 14th.
Ooh, Dover. Yeah. Like Dover. I know a couple seasons ago they had it at Darlington. I don't know. You remember that, Scott? Oh, my God. What a track.
It's the second season in a row they've had it at Dover, so.
Yeah.
Definitely something different by having those 2 tracks, Darlington and Dover.
Yeah, that's a good track. I don't know. I like Dover. I think that's a good track. It's a technical driver's track, because you got to hit your mark perfect almost every single lap. So, but boy, when they had it at Darlington there that couple seasons ago, oh my gosh, I thought, last race of the season at Darlington. Not that it's not a fun track to drive. I'm not saying that. It's just. What a track to have the season finale at,
Oh, where's everybody at tonight? I just looked to see how many people were in here, and wow, there ain't no one in here.
No.
Wow. I'm going to step away for just a minute. Go ahead and grid them up, Rudy, and I'll be back by the time we get rolling off.
All right.
Be back in just a second.
All right. Looks like that's going to wrap up qualifying, folks. The grid up here. Let's get everybody on the grid. Bernard Person with a 50.674. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. On the outside of the front row will be Jarrett Schwartz. Justin Warner starting third. Brent Lay fourth. Jeffrey Porter fifth. Jeff Hollingsworth sixth. Randall Drake seventh. James Coulibaly will be eighth. Thomas Keene ninth. Wayne Seavey 10th. Charles Grant 11th. Logan Powers 12th. Josh Witherspoon 13th. Josh Schwartz back here in 14th. And Mark Robertson rounding out the field in 15th position. Only 15 drivers. That might even be shortened up by 1. Josh Witherspoon doesn't look like he's taking the grid. So we might only wind up with 14. Yeah, it doesn't look like Josh Witherspoon's going to make it. Unless he plans on starting on pit road or something. Gosh, I couldn't imagine wanting to do that with only 15 drivers that you'd want to start on pit road without anybody to work with. Ooh.
Yeah, really, that's not going to be good.
Yeah,
Short field here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Witherspoon's racing, so it looks like we're only going to have 14 drivers, Scott.
Yeah, no, he manually disconnected.
Oh, okay.
Wow, this may be one of the shortest fields I've ever seen for a 100-lap race at Talladega in any league. In all the years I've been broadcasting with you, this is probably the shortest field.
Yep.
Greg's gonna have to do some recruiting.
Something, yeah.
Get some fresh blood in here.
Well, here we go. Pace car heads in. Bernard Person grabbing the pole here tonight. Good points tonight for him, and we're under green.
Ready, green, 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 green.
Time to go racing in Alabama. Go Talladega. Sweet home Alabama. Home of the snake. Penny Stabler.
Warner in third now. Jeffrey Porter right on his tail. And Brent Lays ducks in behind Jeffrey Porter to get in line. Looks like everybody's going to ride here for a while. That's a good, smart thing to do right now. It's a long race.
Yeah, with nobody out on the track, so it makes no point to get out there and be racing it up here on lap number 1.
Yeah.
It has green flag the whole way written all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, save that racing for about like lap 80, you know.
Speaking of that, I'm going to save the interviews for you because when this race is over, I got to bounce over to Walmart. I've been cleaning, and then I had to bounce out of here for a little while, and I'm going to get back to cleaning as soon as I'm done here. So I got family coming into town.
Wayne Seavey up there on the high side. Looks like he got shuffled out. This is not somewhere you want to get shuffled out of. Mark Robertson's already off the pace back here.
He's probably using that factory setup where he can't keep up. That's what that looks like. He probably won't be in this race very long then.
Well, that's right where he started.
Probably get bored. You know, but who wants to ride around by themselves? He's already lost so much pace that, he'll probably bail early.
Well,
that's
I don't know.
For him.
Logan Powers is drifting back, so them two might wind up hooking up together and getting back up there with that lead pack. And that's really not a bad place to be right now, kind of giving themselves a little bit of a cushion. But being as it is such a short field, I wouldn't want to be out of it too far.
I think Robertson's got a snowplow in the front of his car. He's falling way back. He's not going to be able to keep up with anybody. Even if Logan drops back, Logan just sinking in quicksand with him. That setup's just not going to be adequate. I know Mark likes to get the iRacing setups and use those, but that one's just not going to be able to keep up.
Yeah, he's dropping pretty quick.
Like a cinder block in the ocean.
Already over 7 seconds behind the leader. Way off of the speed charts.
Just basically here to collect points, and he doesn't run every week, so points don't mean nothing to him. So that's why I don't think you'll see him hang very long. He might hang out and see if they get a big caution here. Get some guys damaged, slow some people up. Then he might be able to keep up.
Well, Randall Drake pulled out of line. Might not have been a good thing to get out of line like that. I think he was hoping somebody would go up there with him, and nobody did. Nobody took the bite on that one.
Still too early. Now you got one guy back here. He's gonna put behind Drake. Can't tell who that is.
Teammate Joshua Schwartz.
There you go. This guy second in points.
Yeah. And then take along for Charles Grant to close that gap up. Him and Thomas Keene working close together. Those two teammates.
3 wide.
Ooh.
3 wide.
Yep. Wow, that's not a good thing. These guys are getting a little too racy too early.
It's Talladega, Rudy. They can go 4 wide.
Oh, you got to break up the boredom somehow, right?
I was gonna say you're only gonna ride around for so long before it's time to do a little racing, because this place is boring enough as is, let alone just riding around on a single file line for 50 or 60 laps before you decide to start racing. Then by then, green flag pit stops will have already played a role. So, especially with only 50% fuel.
Warner, he pulls out in front of Porter. I think we might see them two maybe work together for a little while here. Oh, Bernard Person comes over. I think he meant to kind of slow them up a little, but it didn't work out. Now he's going to go down through the middle, and we may have a new leader here. Jarrett Schwartz is going to take over the lead on the bottom.
That high line hasn't given up yet.
Yeah, I think Bernard kind of made a mistake there.
Yeah, that middle lane and that high lane died off pretty quickly there. So they weren't organized very well in either lane, especially on that high side. 7 looked like a windshield wiper.
Oh, contact! Randall Drake drifted up.
Windshield wiping. Boy, they got lucky there.
Yeah, Randall drifted up a little bit into the side of Justin Warner. Hollingsworth goes into third.
Already Robertson, Powers, and the CV are way off the pace. 8 seconds or more back, all 3 of those guys. 11 cars in this lead back. We'll probably lose 3 or 4 of those after the first set of green flag pit stops. So we're looking at probably a 2 or 3 car race at the end of this if it stays green. Meaning 2 or 3 racing for the victory at the end.
James Coulibaly staying right with it. Finds himself in 8th place. Well, Josh Schwartz goes up to the high side up there with those guys. He might see if they can get 4 or 5 up there. They might be able to make some progress. Right now, Bernard Person's leading these guys, and he wants to get back to the front. I bet you don't make that mistake again.
Oh, they are definitely in race mode now, as they're pretty much double file all the way back now. So you saw all the riding that they're going to do, at least for this first stint. You know, they're about halfway through on the fuel. So we'll be seeing green flag pit stops probably around like lap 20, give or take a couple laps.
Be right about lap 20.
Yeah, 18 to 20, somewhere in there. I'm not sure exactly how many laps they can get on a full tank, so.
Well, they can do 20 at Daytona, but can't make 21. So I'm assuming that lap 20 they will have to pit here, or they can't. There's no way they can make it around lap 21. Because this is even longer track than Daytona. So, but we'll see here. Brett Lay in second. Looks like that top side's going backwards again, Scott. It just can't. can't get nothing organized up there to make a run.
That outside lane just doesn't seem to have any momentum yet either. So maybe as the race goes on, that outside lane will build a little more grip up in it, and they'll be able to make more of a stance out there. But so far, those outer lanes just don't have the speed as the low lane does right now. And like you said, I think the low line's just been a little more organized as well.
Josh Schwartz now back at the tail end of this group. Boy, if he ain't careful, he's going to lose the draft here.
Yeah, he's real close. He's hanging on right now. He's yelling help right now. He needs a life raft. Somebody's got to throw him a life raft, or he has lost it. I think he's lost the draft.
Yep.
I think he's screwed at this point. He has. Yeah, he's fading.
Yeah,
He's definitely going to need a caution, or that second point is going to take a hit tonight. And lucky for him, Jesse didn't show up.
You got to be right there in less than a second from the car ahead of you, or you're going to lose that draft. And he's 2 seconds back right now from Jeff Porter.
Well, Hollingsworth, who's in the points, he's third in this race right now, so he's liking to see Josh Schwartz falling off the pace there and losing the lead drafts. That's the thing about being the last at the end of these, little lines here. There ain't nobody behind you to pick you up. So if you fade off, you're pretty much done for. We might get a caution though, the way they're racing up here. Guys are taking chances and they're getting real close to hooking each other. I've seen it about 4 or 5 times. I'm sure we're going to see somebody hook somebody here at some point. So. Picking them up, putting them down. Well, I already worked my 13 of the scheduled 100. But this short field, I don't think we'll be here long tonight. Definitely not going to be a double-digit caution race tonight, Rudy.
Nope.
I don't even know if we'll get that one. We might, but I don't see any more than 2.
Mark Robertson's about 9 seconds from going a lap down.
Yeah, I'm surprised Mark's still out there racing, to be honest with you.
And Logan
I think
Powers,
he's waiting to see if the caution will come out.
Yeah, Logan Powers ain't that far ahead of him. 32 seconds behind the leader. He's about 7 seconds ahead of Mark Robertson right now. And Wayne Seavey's not that far ahead of him either. So those three are definitely. And Josh Schwartz, losing the draft now, is over 7 seconds behind that leader. And dropping like
it
crazy.
Don't take long. Once you lose that draft, it doesn't take long to start losing a ton of time, and you'll see it.
Well, he's hitting about 188. These guys are hitting 203. So you're talking, 15 mile an hour
15.
difference.
Yeah, that's huge.
Big difference.
Hard to believe this season number 11 is already winding down. Already only a month of racing left after this. How long of a break are they going to take this time, as he said?
I don't know. I talked a little bit to Randall tonight about next season, because there will be enough time to get in one more season before the end of the year. And because I told him the end of the year, I was going to be done broadcasting. And he's already, got it worked up that whenever I do, Grip TV is going to take over. So, but that's all we talked about. We didn't talk about it, how long of a break. Usually they take, what do they usually take? About 3 weeks in between, I think.
It's usually just 2. I think that one time he took 3, there was a reason why they took 3.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, no, you think you're right. You're right. I think it wasn't last season. Might have been the season before, I think. They took like a whole month off or something. It was quite a while.
Yeah, there was something that played into that, though.
Yeah. So, but no, I'll find out from them. And yeah, here they go. They're going to go by Mark Robertson right now. He's going to get put a lap down. Dang. On lap 16, he's going a lap down.
That's the Canadian snowball tonight.
Well, if he could get down there and catch a draft with them, he might be all right. But
nah, he ain't keeping up.
No, he ain't gonna.
He ain't not with that kind of slow speed. Yeah, no, they're just driving off and leaving him.
Yep.
He's getting a little bit of a boost, but it won't last. He'll fade back. He just doesn't have it in the setup. He's running that iRacing fixed setup. And as you can see, there's a huge difference. Big discrepancy there. You're going to have to get him an engine builder.
Coming up on Logan Powers next. He's just ahead of him.
Yeah, Logan's not having a good time out there. He's not enjoying this.
5-6 seconds ahead of the leader right now.
Looks like Robertson's coming to pit road. I think he's going to be waving a white flag here. I would be surprised if he comes back out.
They should be thinking about probably making some plans to come to pit road here probably in the next lap. Next 1 to 2 lap. Well, the top 10 are still hanging pretty tight together.
I'm not seeing Robertson coming out of the... So I think he's called the lead.
Yep. He's done. Here they come.
I didn't think he'd do that for very long. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they'd get lap 20 or not. You got a couple guys that are going to stay out and extend it one more lap. These guys are coming in now. Lap 18.
Yeah, you got to come in. You got to come in the next lap. They have to come in next lap, or they'll be out of fuel. Matter of fact, I think they might even. Well, of course, they were in the draft. They might save just about enough to get around, you know, to complete the lap 20. But usually, it's pretty tight.
That's Keen. I'm sure he's got that.
Oh yeah, they got it
on point there.
Yeah, they'll be coming in this time. They surely ain't going to make it in another lap, I can tell you that. But he did collect a bonus point. Yep, here they come.
They got to hit their marks. Can't get caught speeding here. Can't make any mistakes because it's just these two. Not a whole group of them to come out with. So you definitely got to come out together and definitely be able to get on and off pit road in a timely fashion so you can merge back in with the pack when they come back around. Because if not, they're going to be the next two to fall off the pace.
And Wayne Seavey's still sitting on pit road. There, he's finally away. He had just got into pit road. All right, these guys are away.
Yep. They got to get hustling.
Yes, sir.
They came up fairly close together. I'm sure going to wait up for the 52, but everybody's coming. They got to get rolling.
Jeff Hollingsworth is the one that's coming around here. He's got a full head of steam coming up on them guys. And he's going to go by him, I think. Well, it's going to be awful close. Be awful close.
He's not going to just drive right on by him.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they might be able to hold him off for a little while if they can work with this slower car here. Who is that? He's going around the 51 there. If they can get up to speed here and use him as a draft.
51. Logan Power.
Yeah, he's well off the pace, but if they can use him to get some speed going here, they hold these guys off for a little bit. Good pit stop by the 4 and the 52 by staying out, not pitting with the rest of that group. They wound up coming out the winners in that deal. You got a group of 5 back there. So what I say, when we were at a group of 11, we'd lose about 4 of them. That's about what we lost once this group of 5 catches these 2 up front. So down to 7 in the lead pack. They'll slowly dwindle off. We'll probably lose 3 to 4 more on the next round of green flag pit stop. So we'll be down to a 3 or 4 car race at that point for the lead of this race with more than half the race to go.
Hollingsworth's going to go around one around Logan Powers, and they've still got a pretty good head of steam, the 5 of them, and they're going to drive right on by Thomas Keene and Charles Grant here, or at least they're going to be up there beside them battling. 5 of them are going to be faster than the 2 of them on the bottom.
Yeah, but as long as they stay on the bottom, they'll be able to, you know, eventually tuck in here if everybody does get by. But I don't think everybody will make it by. They might, though. But, yeah, see, Hollingsworth's already coming down. Acting like he wants to anyway. Decided not to. Coming up on slower traffic here, so that might have something to do with that, because that slower car is going to stay in the bottom lane here. Oh, he's going to get down on the apron. Probably a good call there. Is that Pence?
Wayne Seavey.
Oh, it was Stevie, okay. And now these 5 are going to get by, and these 2 will have to tuck in, but they'll be able to maintain and hang with these guys, so it's going to be a group of 7 here. How about old Drake, man? What a hell of a run he's having here. I don't want to jinx him, but currently running in 4th place here.
Yeah, don't jinx him.
Yeah, right?
He needs all the good luck he can get, you know.
Still got a long way to go. We're not even to the quarter flag yet. We still got 3 laps before we get to the quarter flag. Scheduled for 100 here tonight, working lap 23 if you're just joining us here at Talladega. Here on Friday night, under the lights at IWCR.
Jared Schwartz is trying to get back to the front, but unless he really gets some good help up there, those guys tuck right up under the back of him. But boy, they got to be awful careful doing that. And I see Randall. I don't know. He's kind of high, low, high, low. He gets a sawing on that wheel. But I'm sure there's a big aero discrepancy going on out there. A lot of aero push around them cars. And it's even worse, Scott, with these things. Boy, if you don't take tires, which he may not have, if you don't take tires, oh boy, this car is a handful.
Oh, I'm sure he took tires. And then if you do take tires, you got to take 4 tires.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just take 2.
Right. Yep. If you do, boy, you're going to be right up on top of that wheel, and the thing's going to push like a dump truck in the turns. Well, Bernard Person back to the front. Let's see if he can lead a lap here. He's already led 5. And
make it 6.
Yep, make it 6. Him and Jarrett Schwartz working together up there. And Jarrett's led the most laps right now with 12. We've been caution free the whole way, folks. I better knock on wood when I say that.
11 of them still on the lead lap. One of them's 39 seconds back, so Josh Ford's going to be in danger going a lap down soon. He come into the nice second in the points. So the guy third in the points is currently running second in the race, so not good for him.
Oh, man.
I mean, Hollingsworth would jump him in the points because I think he's only 3 or 4 points back, if I do remember from reading that off. So,
yeah, I think he said 4.
Yeah, that would definitely be enough difference in the points there, the finish, where he would jump him, move into second. So, and our points leader, Jared Schwartz, if you're wondering where he's at, he's currently running 6th. He's here in this lead pack, so he's still in this thing. He's the one that definitely needs to hang on to this group. He doesn't need to fade back, especially now that Hollingsworth's on the point and has taken over the lead here at Talladega as we come to complete lap 26 of the scheduled 100. Quarter way through this race.
Bernard Person, our pole sitter, in 6th place now.
You ever had Fiji water, Rudy?
Oh?
Fiji water. They sell it at all the convenience stores.
Yeah.
That's some smooth stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
No nasty ass aftertaste that Dasani or any of those other, Coca-Cola product companies, that produce water. There's always some funky aftertaste. You ain't got none of that. I love it. A little more expensive, but you pay for the taste, the quality. Fiji water.
Oh, I could tell you a good story, but I'll have to tell you it another time. I can't tell you right now. About some bottled water that people used to buy. I could tell you right where it came from.
Yeah, some of it's nasty. That's how the city water is here. That's why I have the bottled water, because I won't drink the city water. Not in Tampa. I have no problem drinking the water like up north at my mom's house or my aunt's house straight out of the well, but nah, I'm not drinking the city water.
Jeffrey Porter's got to hang on to it here, so he is tucked in behind Joshua Schwartz, which Josh is a lap down, And Josh is in a good place right now. If a caution come out, he would be the wave by. But I don't see a caution coming out. Unless something really gets kind of haywire up here in the front. These guys are all nose to tail right now. And I don't know, if something really out of the ordinary happens, I don't see us getting any cautions here tonight.
Well, if we do, Josh Schwartz is going to put himself in the position to get the lucky dog as long as he's not involved in it, because he's here now running the 7th car back here in the lead back, but he is a lap down, so.
Yeah.
But he's maintaining pace now. He doesn't want to lose the group again. I know he had to be forward for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know how he managed to lose that group, you know, because he was
just last car in line.
He wasn't, but he wound up to be.
Yeah, when you get shuffled back there, you got a battle to hang on to that draft when you're the last car in line. Any mistakes, and you can fade quick.
Yep. You can't let off that gas for anything whatsoever.
Oh, really? You want to crank it up for the first time?
Hey, let's do that. Yeah, I forgot all about it.
Crank it up, folks.
All right.
Oh, MaxSpeedTV.
Well, that was fun and exciting. Got to see a little crank it up there. I'm glad you brought that up, Scott. God, I completely forgot about it.
Give everybody a chance to test out the old surround sound.
Yes, sir. Hey, crank that up on the big screen. Boy, I'll bet you that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure my neighbors hate the fact that I'm a Bose owner.
Oh, you can't beat a Bose, I'll tell you.
Nope. I won't buy anything other than because it's just such high quality, and it's like being at the movies anytime you watch a movie, so you can't beat it.
Although a buddy of mine, he had this, oh man, this amazing stereo system, one of them stack jobs, and he spent like over $1,000 for it, you know. It was like 200 watts per channel. It was a badass system. Anyhow, he sold that. We went and got him a Bose, and he hooked that up in there. And yeah, it sounded good and everything, but I still didn't think that it sounded good as that other system he had. And he wasn't very happy with it either. He wound up taking it back.
So there's definitely better equipment that you can buy, but for the money, I mean, you can't beat Bose. Same, you know, for everything else that's being offered around the same price, there's no comparison. But there's definitely a lot more expensive and better equipment you can get. But You know, for me in my apartment, I really don't need anything
Oh,
other than what I got. So, I mean, hell, it's the neighbors deal with it enough. So,
Yep.
I'm
Well,
lucky. I got cool neighbors. So, you know, they make their noise. I don't say nothing. I make my noise. They don't say nothing. So it equals out.
Well, we got another one out of the race. Wayne Seavey taking
Yeah, I
his
didn't
car
think he'd
behind the
last
wall.
too long.
Oh,
He's one of
man.
those three that were way off the pace. I'm surprised Logan's still out there riding around. He's just doing it for points.
Yep. Well, heck, if he ain't going to pick up any more positions, what the heck, you know? But, you know, you just never know. Things could get really ugly, and we could have some cars out of the race, and we've seen it
That's
happen,
true.
Scott. We've seen it happen.
Well, it might happen here in the next lap or two because we're coming to green flag pit stops in the next 2 laps. So they may come next time. They may wait 2 more laps. Whoa, we almost had it right there. Keane into the back of Hollingsworth. No,
Yeah,
they're not the best of friends, but man, they almost got friendly there.
Yeah. Just a little too friendly.
Touchy-feely.
Hmm?
This ain't their first date, so Keane getting a little aggressive.
Well, I bet you that sounds really good, George. He's watching a 100-inch projection Kenwood surround. Now there's
Nice.
another good
Nice.
sound system, Kenwood. Oh man, that's top shelf stuff right there.
With a 100-inch projection, that's gotta be badass.
Oh, I'll bet.
I had it hooked up 52 when I first started playing iRacing, and I went down to these 340s. So I can only imagine playing on a screen twice the size of what the 52 was.
Koulibaly back here with Justin Warner and Brent Lay. The three of them. Oh, they're coming to pit road. They just got them breaking off here. Whoa, Koulibaly almost out of shape. Man, he was locking it down pretty hard there.
I look for him this time. I don't think Hollingsworth could go. I know Keane and Grant could go one more. Here they come, and they're going to. Keane and Grant are going to do the same thing. They're going to go one more, just like they did last time.
Yep, once you get on that,
that's going to do?
What?
You know what that's going to do at the end after this all cycles out? They keep doing that. There's going to be 4 less laps of fuel they're going to have to take on that last pit stop.
Yeah.
That's going to save them time on road. You already saw they come out with the lead last time. We'll see what happens here. They keep coming out with the lead. They spend even less time on pit road. They're setting themselves up to be the first 2 cars out front at the end of this race.
Oh.
You're looking at a 4-stop race.
Hollingsworth may have got a speeding penalty.
He's toast then.
Uh-oh, that wasn't
Here
good.
they come.
Yep, they're coming into pit road now.
Get them woed down, boys. Good job. That's two solid pit entries there by these 2 guys. And I think they're going to come out with the lead again here, especially if Hollingsworth, who was the fastest guy in the last round, got the popo on him. And he had to sit there for 15 seconds, so he won't be coming around. So these 2 are going to have a shot to get out and be the leaders again.
Oh, man, that's a bummer.
Jared Schwartz is being led by Josh Schwartz now. So Josh is in front of Jared. But, yeah, Keane and Grant already down off pit road. Come out about the same distance apart as they did the first time. Trying to get up to speed here. They're coming, though.
Keane took 2 right side tires that time. He did last time, too, I noticed. He took 2 right side tires.
Wow, so he's in dire need of some left ones here, too. They're going to have this thing rolling here a little slower this time coming off pit road.
Yeah, they're coming up on him real fast.
From the slower car. Yeah, they don't have the help from the slower car they had on the last one to help get up to speed quicker. He had already driven on by. They do come back out with lead again, so that's 2 times in a row. So like I was saying, Rudy, at the end, after those 4 pit stops, it's going to be 4 less laps of fuel that they're going to have to take, which is what, about 2 gallons of fuel, 2.5 gallons of fuel?
Yeah, but I don't think you can get it down to that close, can you?
What do you mean?
I mean, can you choose 1 or 2 gallon?
Yeah.
Oh, you can? Oh, okay. It's been so long since I've done that, Scott. I'm sorry.
You can choose whatever amount of fuel you want to put in the car to put in it. So in half-gallon increments.
Oh, and half gallon
think-
increments. Okay.
Yeah, and it'll let you. I think the lowest it'll let you put in is 1 gallon. So
Okay. Well, Josh Schwartz is trying to get back on the lead lap, but he needs to come to pit road. But he's bringing Jarrett Schwartz, his teammate, right along with him. They got a pretty good run here. And Bernard Persons, our pole setter. Now, these guys are kind of trapped up here on the high side. Josh Schwartz is kind of trapped, so if he needs to come to pit road, he's going to have to get into that lower lane.
I'm just impressed that these 7 stayed together after that round of pit stops. We lost Hollingsworth. He was the only one that got shuffled out. And that's because he got the penalty.
Yeah.
So that's a damn good job by these 7 guys to make green flag pit stops for the second time and hang with each other again as they come up on slower traffic here. That's Logan Powers they're coming up on.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Actually, Josh Schwartz did pit with these guys. That's how he got there.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
He tucked in with these guys before they made their green flag pit stops, remember?
Oh, that's good. Good. All right.
He's set up to be the lucky dog. He just needs the yellow to fly. But I just don't know if he's going to get that. We're almost halfway through this race already as we complete lap 41 of 100.
Well, he can maybe lead his teammate to victory here if all else fails. He can at least maybe get Jarrett to victory lane. If he can.
That's the guy he's chasing in the pits. I don't think he exactly wants to push him to victory lane.
Well, right.
Teammate or not.
But they are teammates. At least he's got to help him for a little while.
Teammates or not. There's only 4 races left. You can't be pushing the guys leading the points to victory. That doesn't make much sense from a competitive
Okay, but
standpoint.
let me finish.
Not to me, anyway.
Let me finish, because I'm not finished yet. If he can help him, okay, that's helping Josh Schwartz out to get him back on the lead lap. Now, once he gets back on the lead lap, now he can hope for a caution. So, actually, Jarrett helped Josh.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get out, but I couldn't.
Well, you were saying Josh helped Jarrett, and that made no sense. So that was what I was saying. Was just it didn't make sense to push. I mean, I get it, teammates and all, and they got the same last name, even though they're not related. But I'm just a competitor, man. If the guy I'm racing for the championships in front of me, the last thing I'm going to do is push him into the win. That's just me. So hate me for it, but that's me, man.
But he wasn't pushing him. He was leading. Josh was leading, pulling his teammate with him just to get him up. Now Josh is up in the lead, okay, but he needs a caution to come out right now to get back on the lead lap. So yes, he helped Jarrett, but Jarrett helped Josh way more than Josh helped Jarrett.
Yeah, he's gonna need that caution, otherwise it's gonna be all this riding up here in the front for nothing.
That's why
eventually he'll just have to get out of the way.
That's why as soon as he could, he dove it right down in front of Keene right there, and he dumped his teammate Jarrett off because he said, "Okay, you help me get up here, and that's where I needed to be. I'm good. You're on your own now." Yep, Logan Powers took his behind the wall. So now we're down to
stay out there that long.
Yeah, we're down to 11 drivers now, but Josh is just ahead, but Koulibaly is about to go a lap down now. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he doesn't follow suit, Scott. If he gets passed up, there's no chance of getting back on the lead lap. He probably will just park it.
Boy, there was almost some miscommunication right there.
I bet you there wasn't any communication. Did you hear anything?
I didn't see anything over the radio, but they figured it out.
Yep. I don't think that's Koulibaly's first rodeo. I don't. But he's new to the league here this season, and you know how that goes. Learning how to race around guys. These guys have all been together for a long time. He's new to the league, so. Porter, last one on the lead lap. Or, I'm sorry, last one up in this group, not in the lead lap. Actually, Josh Schwartz is the last one on the lead lap, but he's just ahead of the leader. Brent Lay's the next one. Now he's working with Justin Warner. These guys are way off of the pace back here. They're about to pick up Hollingsworth, though. They're going to reel in him, and I'm sure they're going to pick him up. The three of them may be able to pick up some time out there on the track, but golly, man, to make up 33 seconds, they ain't going to never make that up.
No, it ain't happening. These guys that are off the pace, or Josh Schwartz or Hollingsworth, they need cautions. They need a caution.
Yep. We're coming up on the halfway mark here in another 3 or 4 laps, so.
Yep, turning them, burning them.
Yes, sir. Caution free the whole way, folks.
Called it at the start.
But we've had 8 lead changes. See, that's what makes good races. You know, when you get the leagues, the league is so big, when you get 30, 35 drivers out there, it gets pretty wild, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm sure Drake's not happy with a 14-car turnout for, you know, what usually gets 20 plus. So.
Yep.
But, you know, hey, I'm sure at the end of the season, like they always do, they'll do some recruiting. They'll get some fresh blood in here and, you know, at least go through their up and down periods with participation. So, but this is definitely the shortest Talladega race that I ever remember announcing as far as field count goes. And I had a feeling before we got started, that's what I was saying, I called it, that this thing would go caution free. And I think we will. I don't think we'll get a caution at this point. Yep. Everybody's so spread out, and these 7, yeah, they're wiggling around a little bit, but, you know, we're going to lose a couple of them here, I think, on the next green flag pit stop. So, you know, we'll be down to 4 or 5 of them left in this pack. And then you won't really have to worry about a caution at all. So, you're pretty much home free at that point. $48 out and 52 to go here at Talladega in the 11th race of the scheduled 15 on the schedule in the 11th season. You are watching IWCR here on MaxSpeedTV, hosted by our buddy Rudy Cummings. I am Scott Princeton.
Yep, Porter's all over the back of Randall Drake right now. These guys are trying to, they're really trying to make something happen on that high side, but they need some help up there. Only 2 of them, they can't compete with the 5 on the bottom.
I don't think they're trying to. I think they're just, they found a little comfy zone, a little comfortable place to ride. They're not at the tail end, risking losing the draft. They're getting the side draft, being able to run right there. So I think they're just running right there purposely. I don't think they're trying to really advance at all. I think they're just cruising right now. Still half the race to go.
Yep, Hollingsworth did join in with Warner and Brent Lay, but they're 37 seconds back, and they're not picking up any time. None at all. They're actually just kind of just staying right there.
Drake's just got his iPod on right now, listening to some Tupac and just trying to get to the end.
Tupac.
I had to throw that in there. Today's Pac's birthday, and that new movie about Tupac came out today, so I had to throw that in there.
Oh my God, Tupac. Well, it's good to see Charles Grant Jr. back out with the boys here. Been actually, I don't think he raced at all last season, and he's been kind of hitting and missing.
Showing us a little bit lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had some computer issues. If I'm not mistaken, he had some hardware issues going on, or he was down for a little while. You know who I saw the other night? Speaking of seeing some people we ain't seen in a while, there was a Tyler Stanley sighting on iRacing. He came into one of the practice rooms, so he had obviously renewed his account. He said he was never coming back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he has been gone for months, 6 to 10 months.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, I remember him. Tyler Stanley, yeah.
He became a daddy. It was good to see. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I just seen that he'd actually come into one of the road practice rooms that we had. So good to see him back, though. No, Captain should be back here in October. I don't know if you heard or not, but William Kirk did graduate boot camp from the Air Force. So congratulations to Mr. Kirk. He's out there listening. I doubt he is, but you never know.
No, Captain Kirk. pretty good old boy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I've met him at the Indy 500 a couple different times. We've gone to a couple Indy 500s together, and he's a good kid. Big ass kid.
Yeah.
He's like 6'4", 6'5", and when I saw him, he was a good 275, 280.
Man.
He's lost a lot of that weight now because he's in the military. I think he said he was down at like 215 now. So, but he wasn't like obese or anything. He was a monster kid. He definitely needed to be playing O-line for his local high school.
Well, Jared Schwartz is still top 10, but that's not where he really wanted to be. You know, I'm sure he would really have rather been up there, you know, battling with these guys for the lead instead of just battling to try to stay ahead of the leaders to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. You know, much rather be with them.
Oh, we're all getting single file here. That must mean we're coming up on green flag pit stops either this time or next time. I look for Keen and Grant to do their thing here and stay out another lap. So you'll have the other 5 come to pit road probably this time or next. But I would think it would be this time because they've been doing every 18 laps, and this is the window right here. So
yeah. Well, you know, and if you've noticed, each time Grant and Keen right there yeah, they're picking just a little bit more time up on the rest of them. Have you noticed that?
That's why I think everybody stayed out right there to extend it.
Yeah.
Now the question is, will Grant and Keen be able to stay out, or will they have to come in with everybody?
Well, there's another one out. Brent Lay just took his car behind the wall. Down to 10 drivers on the track.
How many left on the lead lap? 7?
9.
8? 9 of them?
Well, counting Josh Schwartz.
That was the next number I was going to say.
Yeah, Josh is just ahead of the leaders. He's technically on the lead, you know, the tail end of the lead lap, you know, just ahead of the leader. So that puts 9 of them on the lead lap. Coulibaly just pitted.
Here they come.
And here they come. Yep, except for them too. Yep, you're right.
Ooh, hot on the brakes coming into the pits there. We might have some more speeding penalties being handed out. They're not careful.
Boy.
Might want to keep an eye on all them guys that just came down pit road. Saw some smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen Hollingsworth had to deal with that. I bet you next time he'll be a little harder on the brakes. And Josh Schwartz, first one out again with them, but he is a lap down.
Brent Lay actually fell through. He didn't disconnect, he fell through.
We got 2 of them still sitting here. I think we got 2 of them speeding. Bernard Person and Jarrett Schwartz.
Oh, the pits leader.
Oh.
That hurts.
Yeah, yes it did. They got 2 of them speeding.
Keen and Grant, another solid pit entry there. They got on pit road solidly. So Jeff Hollingsworth on pit road as well, as is the 06.
96 of Justin Warner.
96, I'm sorry. And Keen and Grant are down on the way, and they picked up a straggler. Old Jeff Hollingsworth comes out right in front of us, so now there's going to be 3 of them. So these 2 may have just won the race right there if this stays green.
Now Hollingsworth,
they're going to have Hollingsworth work with.
Yeah, he'll be at the tail end of the lead lap if he can stay ahead of them too.
Look at the monstrous lead that they're going to have with Hollingsworth to draft off and to work with here. I don't know if these guys are going to get caught up back here.
Yeah, Jeff Porter. I'm trying to see. Let's see. Jeff Porter, Josh Schwartz, and Randall Drake.
And Drake.
Yep.
And Josh is a lap down, and Drake's he's in danger of losing these. He needs to get tucked in here. Stay with these 2. Drake's having a hell of a run. He's got to stay with these 2 to get caught back up. Well, I think it's these 2 packs of 3 here. I think that pack of 3 up front's going to drive away with it at this point. With that pack up there having such a big lead already. And now they're all lined up, and these 3 aren't.
All 3 of these guys right here are teammates. Jeffrey Porter, Josh Schwartz, and Randall Drake. They're all teammates, so I would imagine they're probably not going to let Randall get too far back. They're not going to, they're going to kind of drag break a little bit and let him get caught up here because they don't want him to lose. Obviously they don't want him to lose.
He's having a hard time pulling back up though. Yeah. That's the only problem.
Yep.
And they're losing time. They're all disorganized back here, and those front three, they're all lined up pushing. I think Drake's finally getting her caught up a little bit here. Justin Warner trying to do everything he can to get caught up to these three, but what he might wind up doing is falling back to these other three and helping them out. They might be able to catch up that way by having an extra car in their pack.
Right.
Could slow them down a little bit too. I know the 3-car tandem thing is pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to reel him up real quick here because he's lost the draft to them front three. So the next three, they'll pick him up pretty quick. Jeff Porter and them, they're coming up on him pretty quick.
Brent Lee reconnected, so he might be coming back out on track.
Remember, it's Lay, like Slay minus the S. Brent Lay. That's what he told me. He said, that's exactly how he said it too. Just say it like Slay, only minus the S. Brent Lay. Okay. That's easy to remember.
Well, now Warner has pulled right in front of Drake here. I don't know. Drake's going to try to go around to the outside instead of trying to push here. I guess Warner is way off the pace. No, he's not either. Drake's going to have to fall back in. I don't know why Drake pulled to the outside there.
Unless he got a run there or something. Or maybe he was getting a little bit warm.
Yeah, no, I just not sure what's going on there. They need to get caught back here, though. Drake's pulling out to the outside again. And he's not going to be able to drive on by. I don't know why Drake's refusing to work with him.
I don't know either.
He's going to have to work with him here. That's the only way he's going to get caught up here. They're falling way back here. Drake's killing himself.
Yep.
They wasted a lot of time. Car way off the pace there. Is that Brent on the backstretch there?
Brent Lay, yeah, he's up on the high side.
There's a leader on the back.
Leaders are going by.
One on the backstretch below the yellow line. Okay, he's way off the pace.
He might be out of gas.
I say he might be back there looking for coins or something. He was going pretty slow.
He probably dropped his wedding ring or something along in the grass. He's looking for it.
Lost his phone.
Yeah, he's texting. He's texting somebody.
Don't text and drive. Don't and drive.
Well, Josh Schwartz has picked up a couple positions, even though he is a lap down. See, he's playing it smart. He's working with some fast guys out here, so he's playing it smart. As long as he can stay in the draft with the fast guys up front here.
All these guys are all starting to get grouped back here. It's going to be Warner and Drake. I'm wondering if they're going to have enough momentum to get caught back up here, but they might. They're pulling the 90 right now, and he's going to help it a little bit. But Drake should have got lined up with Warner a half a lap before he did, and they wouldn't have fallen so far back. I don't know why Drake tried to pass him twice. All that did was hurt him. I guess he thought Warner was off the pace and was just going to pull over for him, but Warner's not off the pace, so you don't be pulling over if you ain't off the pace.
Yeah, they're going to use Brent Lay here as kind of a go-between to kind of, I think, to kind of help catch him up because they're all caught up together now. If they could just get these three get caught up to that front pack.
I don't know now.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think Warner and Drake are in quicksand. Warner's going to try to push him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Brent's not off the pace here, so maybe they might be able to get caught back up here as long as Brent's not off the pace.
Right.
Because these five up here, they might have to check a little bit. I'm trying. Drake trying to get some air in that thing. Weaving that thing all over the backstretch, trying to get that thing breathing.
So they're going to have to make one more pit stop, and then they're going to have a splash of gas.
I think Cooley stopped at one of them selfie spots because he's completely stopped.
Oh, yeah. Koulibaly, yeah.
Koulibaly, sorry.
Yeah. Yep, he's on pit road now.
Oh, he made it? Okay, it looked like he was completely at a dead stop.
Yeah, he's on pit road. He might be calling it a night too. There's no chance in him picking up any more positions unless like the whole field wrecked out.
Could happen. No resets.
Yep, they could. That's why I say never give up, man. Never give up.
Dude sitting on pit road could wind up being your winner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I got to get back out on the track. I'm the only one left. We got 30 laps to go. Oh, looks like everybody's getting caught back up here, so I was not sure. I wasn't sure if Warner and Drake and Lee were going to get, or Lay, sorry, butchering names left and right. Wasn't sure if they were going to be able to get caught back up, but they have. So we got a group of 8 here.
Yep.
And 3 of these guys are a lap down.
Yep, Randall Drake right back in it.
And we got a lot of weaving going on like it's a Saturday night at 2 o'clock in the morning. They need to get that worked out. It's only Friday night at midnight.
Hollingsworth lost that point there. He was up on the front point there just ahead of Keene. And that was kind of putting him in the position that Josh Schwartz was in a while ago. And now Josh has passed him, and that was 4th position. So Josh just picked up another position on the track and put him into 7th. That's all this is helping him in the points.
Yeah, the only problem is they're still laps down. They'd love to get back on that lead lap, but somebody's going to have to wreck. Now Justin Warner seems to be losing that draft after he helped get them all caught back up.
Yeah.
And now he's the one losing the draft. Wow. Got shuffled back just like that.
But that's really good for Drake, man. He's hung right in there. 4th place. Man, that was a lifesaver for him. Actually, Brent Lay was the lifesaver for him right there.
Yeah, it was.
Him and Justin
Like finding
Warner.
a $100 bill on the ground when you go out and get in your car or something. Whoa! Slower traffic again. Almost got into Brent there.
Yeah, Koulibaly.
Yeah.
He's back out there. He
found his wedding ring.
Yeah.
Took his selfie, got some fuel, grabbed a beverage, and got back out on the track.
And a brand new leader, Jeffrey Porter. He hasn't led a lap yet today, and he's going to drop it down in front of Thomas Keene. Wow, was he wiggly there on that drop down.
Man.
He did it just so he could lead this lap because the way that inside line gets a run off of the corners. So Jeffrey Porter will collect a bonus point. Keene giving him the old bump in the back there, bump and run, trying to make him loose. So it's starting to get a little exciting now. They're going to have to make a stop. They're probably going to be stopping here. What, Scott? Probably in the next 3 or 4 laps.
About lap 75, 76. When we crank it up before we get to that point.
Yeah, but then they're going to have to stop one more time for a splash.
Yeah, there'll be one more.
Yeah.
About half a tank. About half a tank's worth. A little more than a splash. Well, not quite a half a tank.
All right. Well, we'll do another crank it up. Oh, Jeffrey Porter still leading. Thomas Keene second. Charles Grant third. Randall Drake fourth.
Yep, Brent Lee has been shuffled back out of this. So this lead pack is 6 now. And
Yep.
Randall Drake is hanging on to the boat for everything he's got right now. He fell off the back and he's hanging on. All you can see is his hands right now.
Yeah, Brent, he was probably thinking, dang, I helped you guys get up there. Now you're just like leaving me. You know, what the heck? But hey, these guys are racing for position right now.
And Drake's trying to hold on to this lead draft right now because if he doesn't, it's over.
Yeah.
He's hoping for a wind gust.
He should be thinking about pitting here in the next couple of laps.
If Josh would just let off the hammer just a little bit, it'd pull him back up. It would help him out a bunch. Looks like that's what he did right there.
Yep. Well, they are teammates. Josh ain't got nothing to lose right now. You know,
Nope.
no reason why he can't help Randall out just a little bit there. Randall's struggling to get caught back up, but Porter coming to pit. They're all coming to pit road.
Yeah. Yep, 3 of them are.
Yeah, these are all teammates.
So that's going to leave them about 9 laps at the end that they're going to have to take fuel for.
I'm kind of surprised that somebody didn't try short pitting that. You know, went out and turned about 4 or 5 laps, then come in and pitted, and that would have been their final pit stop of the day, but nobody's done that.
Nope. And they all come out together, so Drake's got to come up here. He's got to get on the hammer here, maybe even get in front of one of these guys. Oh, he's going to be on the end. He's got to do it. He tried to get in front.
And we should see, Keene and these guys are coming in. Hollingsworth coming in with them again. He come out with them, he went back in with them, and I'll tell you what, he didn't hit pit road speed in that time.
Guess he learned his lesson. I know we've all learned that lesson a time or two.
Oh yeah.
I've given away, I don't know how many races, because how many races that you've called that I've given away for doing that.
Oh yeah.
In the early days of DFR, I gave away a handful of them.
All right, Keene is away. Hollingsworth's going to get out behind him. That's going to kind of split.
Yeah, Grant way back.
Yeah, he'll get caught up here.
Hopefully they wait up for him. Sure they will.
Yeah, they don't want to lose the momentum they've got though right now, because here comes Jeffrey Porter and these guys coming up on him with a full head of steam. Yep, they
had to wait on Grant.
Yeah, they waited on him, but that might have been a mistake. But yeah, it hurt him a lot.
But they need him, so
yep.
It just cost them all that ground that they would have had.
Porter.
Here we go. The race is on.
Wow.
That'll actually help Drake because he's having a hard time hanging on to his teammates here. So.
Porter's loving this right now.
Now Grant's going to get shuffled to the end.
You know,
Plus Drake, I'd slide down there behind Hollingsworth. I wouldn't get shuffled to the back again.
Yeah.
There he goes.
The more Joshua Schwartz tucks in behind Jeffrey Porter, the more it's helping Porter get out there, because their teammate, and if at worst, you know, all he can do right now, Josh ain't got nothing to lose but just to help his teammate out. He picked up another position by getting around Jeff Hollingsworth, so he's in 7th. Not a bad showing.
Now look what's happening to Charles Grant Jr. here. He's the back there is having a hard time hanging on to these front group. Drake's having a hard time too. I think those cars just don't have the ponies here. You know, when there's not a bunch of cars out there, they just don't have the power in the car.
Yeah,
so it's going to be one of these.
You know, when there's nobody behind you pushing you, you got no air help or no draft help from the back. All you got's what's up in the front, and if you lose that little tiny bit up there in the front, man, it's over.
And it's got to be a bad feeling for Charles Grant, who's been working with Keen all night long,
Yeah.
and they've been doing such a great job, and now he's going to be the odd man out here.
Well, they got to make one more pit stop. And this was what I was talking about, the short pitting right here. I would turn about 3 or 4 laps, stop and get that splash of gas that you need, and then get back out there on the track, and you don't have to pit again. Because you can make the time up on the track.
Well, they can only go 19 laps, so they're going to have to go at least 3 more laps after they complete this one.
But you know what I mean.
You might see that.
Yeah.
Just have to wait and see. Guys are just worried about hanging on now. And now Hollingsworth is the 5th car back, so Drake has moved up a spot. He's behind Keen now, so I wonder if Hollingsworth just kind of did that to help out.
I don't think. Hollingsworth not part of that team. But
I missed what happened. I was watching something else.
yeah. Right now, Randall Drake's right on the tail of Thomas Keen. And Keen getting a little antsy here. That's his youth. He's getting a little antsy here.
He's led a lot of this race. He wants to win it.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen Keen win here on Friday night. It's been a long time since we've seen Keen. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look and see how long it's been since we've seen Keen win on Friday nights.
He's led the most laps right now with 36 laps. That's by far more than anybody else. Hollingsworth led 14. Jarrett Schwartz has led 13. And Jeffrey Porter has led 10 at the line here.
Yeah, I knew it had been a long time. I just didn't realize it had been that long. He actually, the last time he won was December 11th, 2015 on Friday nights, and it was at Daytona.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, of all days, though, for him to have last one on, I'll tell you, that date. I'm not going to get into what it signifies to me, but just that date, man.
Well, Joshua Schwartz just got the heck out of the way there. I don't know. That was a big mistake because he's going to not only lose that draft of them guys up there, but he's also going to get passed up by Jeff Hollingsworth, and that was 4th position.
I think this is all by design here. I think these 2 lap cars are getting out of the way of these front 3 cars, and they're going to let these guys race. I think that's exactly what these 2 are doing, because that's the kind of sportsman those 2 are, and I dig it. And then now it's going to allow these 3 guys to race for the win. As they come up on slower traffic here, they got to be careful here not to let this dictate the end of this race. It's Justin Warner.
Whoa,
Keen getting a lot of side draft there, unnecessarily. That's Keen, though. It's getting into crunch time. He's getting nervous. Breath there, Keen. If you're listening.
Yep, take a deep breath.
Woosa.
All right, 19 to go, and they got one more pit stop. Just a splash of gas and get the heck off of pit road as fast as you can do it without getting any speeding penalties, Jeff. I got to say that on Jeff's behalf. That's the only one we've seen today that's got a speeding penalty. I don't. There may have. No, Justin Warner got a speeding penalty too. That's right. I forgot about that. So 2 speeding penalties. The pit road cops got them. Warner now sits in 9th, just losing the draft back here though.
And just looking at Jeffrey Porter and the last time he won here on Friday nights, you got to go all the way back to January 22nd, 2016 at Michigan. So a year and a half for him as well. A year and a half for Keen, a year and a half for Porter, since either one of them have won a race here on Friday nights.
Now here's something very interesting. Jarrett Schwartz and Bernard Persons are sitting back here. Now Bernard was the pole sitter, Jared is the points leader, and they are only 10 seconds ahead of the leader right now. Now, if they go by, if the leaders go by, and they're going to be pulling Jeff Hollingsworth and Joshua Schwartz with them, Jared Schwartz has got the potential of losing some positions to Joshua Schwartz for the points.
Well, just gonna have to see how it all shakes out here. Still got 4
Yeah.
races to go in the season, so points
Well-
really aren't the main focus of these guys right now. As
Yep.
it is, these guys just want to win this race. And Randall Drake, I thought it would be a little sooner than 2015. But the last time he won on Friday nights, his only win on Friday nights was at Pocono on October 2nd, 2015. So almost 2 years ago.
Man.
4 months short of 2 years. So all these guys, you know, in dire need of a win. So one of them's going to end the drought tonight.
It's
And
pretty
it's
amazing.
currently-
Ooh,
Go ahead.
Charles Grant Jr. just pitted. He short pitted.
Yep,
He didn't have nothing
nothing
to
to
lose.
lose.
Yep.
Nope. Caution comes out now. He's good to go. He'll be the leader. Actually, he went a lap down, so he wouldn't be the leader.
No, he wouldn't be the leader, but the thing of it is he could stay out there and he would be ahead of Jeff Hollingsworth and Joshua Schwartz because they got a
Yep.
pit. And
But one of them would get lucky, dog.
Right,
Here they
yeah.
come. Here they all come.
Yep,
Oh,
except
no. Looks like Hollingsworth and Keene stayed out. Looks like
Yeah.
Hollingsworth's going to play the Charles Grant role here and try to push Keene to victory. Giving it a big old shove coming down into 1, 2. Really getting on that bumper, trying to pick up some speed and time here so they can come out of the pits. All night long, Thomas Keene is beating them out. Every pit stop, he has come out the leader.
Ooh, Porter had to back up twice in his pit stall. Not good.
That'll X him out of this deal.
Going to come out behind Randall Drake and Joshua Schwartz. They get caught back up to speed here. Well, I'll tell you what, this could wind up to be a Randall Drake kind of night, maybe.
Here comes Keene and Hollingsworth.
Yep, they're coming into pit road.
They don't want to screw up here.
No, Hollingsworth was hard on the brakes there, too.
So was Keene.
I love coming into pit road here. It's awesome. There's plenty of runoff. There's lots of room. You just got to just miss that corner of that pit road wall, and man, you're golden, you know. Oh, Hollingsworth with right side tire change.
Yep.
Keene waiting on him.
Trying to. Spin
Yeah,
tires.
He knows he needs a partner. And they're going to have to get up to speed pretty quick here because Drake and these guys are coming around with a full head of steam. Ooh.
Whose night's it going to be tonight? Keene way off the pace here, so Hollingsworth can get caught up. But yeah, here they come.
Yeah, they're up to speed, but not up to the speed that Drake and Porter and these guys are at right now. Yeah, they're about 8-9 mile an hour off of what them guys are coming up behind them.
Yeah, the only question is, can can Drake stay on the bumper here at the 64 and get around them? It looks like they're going to make a move. Ooh,
Oh,
Keene put a big block, and
Oh,
there's a
no!
block.
Oh, you're
I
kidding
can't
me.
believe Keene did that.
Oh, I
can't believe
can.
Keene did that.
I can.
Why would he do that?
I don't. That wasn't the play. He's done that many a times and tried it, and it never worked out for him. Oh,
I don't understand why he would do that. He just totally ruined his race and all that work that
Yeah.
Hollingsworth had done to help him out, and then he does that.
Yeah, he took Hollingsworth out.
Man, Keene just keened himself.
Here comes Porter and Jarrett Schwartz right along with him. But now, yeah, Jarrett Schwartz did pit, I believe.
Jarrett was a lap down, right?
No, he
Stay
was
on the
just
lead
way.
lap?
No, he was way behind. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Jarrett pitted yet.
He must not have.
No, and boy, he would have been golden right there on that one because
Yeah.
if a caution would have come out. Looks like Hollingworth has taken a behind the wall.
Wow.
What a turn of events right there that was.
Well, that was Keen's race, and yeah, he took it away from himself. That's
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
I'm at a loss for words why he would do that.
Man. And he's got damage on his car. He's nowhere near as fast as he was. And now he's back here working with Brent Lay.
I know Hollingsworth's got to be pissed. That's one of them feelings where you sit there all night at the end of the race, you just feel like you wasted your last 2 hours for nothing.
Yeah, he could have been doing something productive.
And instead it ends like that, and it was all for nothing, and it ends like that on a boneheaded decision like that. So, because Keane will look back on it, and he'll see it was pretty boneheaded. I don't know why he would come up and try to throw such a hard block with so many laps left in the race.
If he'd have come up there a little sooner, he might have been all right.
Yeah.
But he come up at the last second, and man, there was just no place for Hollingsworth to go with that full head of steam he had, and he had a car on his tail. Yeah, here comes Jarrett Schwartz to pit road.
So it's Porter and Drake.
Yep, I figured he was going to have to pit one more time. So the teammates of Porter and Drake, boy, I don't know. You know, Drake's in the catbird seat right now because if he can get that run coming out of turn 4 on the last lap, and it could be a drag race to the finish line.
Well, I predicted something else right at the end of this race. We're down to 2 cars left. I said it'd be 2 or 3 car race at the end if we stay green all the way. And, there you go.
Yeah, the rest of them are all out of it now. Now Keane he's still going to be on the podium, but it looks like that is if he doesn't get passed up. Brent Lay is going to go around him because he's much faster, which is probably a good move. But I don't know. I think he's just going to pull away from Keane. Because if he can do that for 9 more laps and stay ahead of Bernard Persson, you know, Bernard was our pole sitter, and he's closing up on Keane actually pretty quick. I don't know if there's enough laps or time left. Him and Jarrett Schwartz that made their final pit stop. And Charles Grant Jr. now, he is working with Justin Warner. Could make it a 3-pack right there, or 4-pack, I should say. Brent Lay's working with them. Be 5 of them working together. They could make enough of a run here, maybe possibly get by Keane. I don't know. Man, there's a lot on the line right now. But it's going to be between Jeffrey Porter and Randall Drake here for this win.
Yep. The question is, does Drake have the ponies underneath the hood to make the old pullout and have enough power to get by him? Because we've seen Drake have a hard time hanging on to the draft. So does he have enough horsepower underneath the hood to actually make a move and complete a pass for the victory?
Well, he should have. No, he's got to...
have and having are 2 different things, and we haven't really seen a whole lot of muscle flexed out of him all night. He's just kind of, you know, rode in that high lane for a little while, and then when he was at the back, he was struggling to hang on to the pack. A lot of guys were, but we haven't seen him make any kind of bold moves or any kind of, you know, hey, this is what I've got. Maybe he's been saving it. Maybe he hasn't shown it to, you know, play his ace in the hole when he needs to. Maybe he does, but that's the question right now.
Yeah, I think he's testing the waters right now. He knows he's got to be right on the tail of Jeffrey Porter when he pulls out, because he's got to have that full speed, every ounce of speed that he can get, and pull out at the last second there coming out of turn 4, or possibly even wait till the tri-oval. But I would do it as soon as I come out of turn 4.
Yeah, and then the question is, does Porter pull the old Keane, and do you anticipate that if you're Drake? and fake Porter out and act like you're going to go to the right, pull the old cold trickle and go low, and then, you know, snooker him that deal, and then does he come back down and wreck you, or what happens? Anything could happen, man.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Didn't think I was going to break out the trickle reference on you, did you?
Boy, that's old school there. Cold trickle.
It's only referenced in like sim race on iRacing.
Well, Bernard Persons and company here are closing in on Keene. They're down to under 14 seconds behind him. About 14 and a half seconds, excuse me. They're picking time off here. I don't know if there's going to be enough time left. I don't know. Coming to 4 to go this time by for Jeffrey Porter and Randall Drake.
There ain't nobody within 2 zip codes of them. Old Randall trying to size up Porter here. Porter don't want to slide up too much and open up that door on the bottom. Have Drake just kind of nudge him out of the way and say, excuse me, I'll take that spot.
Yeah, because then
4 to go.
Because then it would be hard again, you know. But Porter's got the experience, you know. He's got the experience. I'm not taking anything away from Randall. Randall's got experience too, but I think Porter's got a little bit more experience on that pull out to pass than Randall does. And you know, so if Randall would get by him, maybe a lap too early, I think there'd be enough time for Porter to catch up to him and pass him up again. But we'll see here. Boy, this is I'm on the edge of my seat.
I don't know if I'd wait till the last lap. I don't know if, you know, 2-car battle, I'd at least take 1 attempt before I got to the last lap. I'd rather be defending than offending on the last lap. So,
well, them guys are down to under 11 seconds on Thomas Keene.
Keene's going to want to beat his head in the wall after this race.
Oh, man.
He gave this one away.
He sure did. Yes, he did. He's still going to lead the most laps here tonight, but he should have been the one leading the last lap.
That's an extra kick to the groin area. Coming to 2 to go. When's Drake going to make his move? Is he going to make the move now, or is he going to wait till the last lap? I'd do it now. I'd get at least a shot. See what I can do. Here he goes. He's pulling out, trying to get a big run. Ooh, and Porter get a little loose there. It was just me. Looked like he got just a little loose going through the tunnel turn, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But here's Drake trying to get a run. They're side by side, Rudy. Here we go. The race is on. Good move by Drake to make it a little early and see what he's got. See if he's got any bullets in the holster.
Well, it's going to be a photo finish if they keep this up.
Oh, he lost some momentum there. He went up a little too high. He's got to pinch him down more, get more side draft off of it. Don't go up so high. Here he comes. Cuts back down, side drafting him.
White flag at the line.
Though. Drake getting a good run here.
1 more to go.
White flag, nice and
Porter
smooth.
led that lap. Drake's going to have to do a little better on this lap. Side by side. This is going to be fun for these guys.
Oh,
Neither one of them won in a long time. One of them's going to end the drought, and they're going to do it side by side. Ooh, and Drake lost his momentum. Ooh, almost some touching there. Drake way out near the wall. Porter lost his momentum, Rudy. Drake's going to have a shot to win this thing. They're going to be side by side coming into 3 here. Who's going to win this thing? Drake needs to come down more, pinch him down more, side draft him a whole lot more than that. Yeah, that might cost him there. He got way high up on the track.
I don't
Porter
know.
coming to the line. Drake side draft him. Yeah, he got up way too high.
Yeah,
through the
he
corner.
did.
Porter's going to win it.
Checker flag.
Drake coming back, though. He's trying. He's trying.
Oh
Porter
my!
wins it.
Oh
At
my
the line.
gosh! By half a car length.
What a
Wow!
finish.
Yes, it was
Good.
a heck of a finish.
Good race at the end after what was, much a long straight line of a race, and guys just making green flag pit stops. At least at the end, we got a side-by-side finish. Good
Wow.
job, guys.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to Jeff Porter and Randall Drake on their first and second place finishes.
All right. Well, I guess.
All right, Rudy. Checkered flag. I'm going to step away, man. I'm going to get out of here and head to Walmart, dude. It was a pleasure calling the race with you, brother.
All right. You too, buddy. See ya.
Have a good night. See you, everybody. Have a good night. Have a safe weekend.
Thomas Keene, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Wow, bet you're kicking yourself really hard right now, buddy. That was your race to win. Tell us about that decision you made.
It wasn't my race to win. It was more my race to, go where I wanted to go. Because once I lost Charles, I was kind of out of it a little bit because I didn't have any of my teammates up here, and I knew Jeff was trying to help me, and I appreciate all his help. And it was my fault I did that move, but when he took tires, I knew it was going to kind of hurt us when it came to getting back up to speed. So I thought, if I can maybe cut off the run, keep them behind me and get back down, I've been fine because I've done it so many times in open and anything official. I've barely done it in any league races, so I tried to take a chance. And yeah, it's probably a little bit too early to do a move like that, but I felt like if I let them get around, it would have been a JSM team up in the front, and it would have been very hard to get two cars going on the outside. And I did what I thought was going to work, but I think when I came back down across Joshua, that was what did it. The first initial block was good, but when I tried to get him again, that's what put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, well, it was a tough break for Jeff on that one, man. He he went clear down. I think he even hit the inside pit road wall. But you come out of here with third place anyhow. But it was a drag race to the end there to even beat Bernard Person and Jarrett Schwartz that were coming up on you really quick.
Yeah, well, nothing's been really going good for me in the Gen 6 a lot this year. We've had our ups, we've had definitely our downs. We've been doing a lot better in the trucks. It's just I wish we could convert it over to Gen 6. I think with this new build that was thrown in there, I didn't have the setup anyways tonight that I would have liked that we had with the old build. The old build, this setup that I was used tonight was just on rails. Tonight it couldn't suck up as much as I would like. So, I appreciate, James staying there with me and, helping me finish third. It's been a while since I've had a podium, but it would have been cool to have at least, maybe twice the field tonight. Very short field for Talladega. I was kind of shocked.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were kind of surprised too. We were talking about that man, we're used to seeing maybe 30, 35 cars out here for a super speedway racing. But I don't know, must have been some other things going on tonight. But anyhow, it is summertime. That's a kicker right there. A lot of people are doing cookouts and camping and family time and things like that. So, but you come out of here with third, Thomas. Anybody you'd like to thank?
I just thank my good Lord God and Savior Jesus Christ. Well, thank you, Rudy. It's been a while since I talked to you guys in the booth in a race, so it's pretty cool, I guess, for a while. I want to thank everyone back at Apex Racing, Johnny Reed Fulham Motorsports, Checkers and Wreckers, although we're barely even a team anymore. Thanks to Charles Grant Jr. for hooking up with me tonight. And it was a good race, and hopefully we can go on to next week at Las Vegas and rest of the season here, and hopefully good things come out before we go to fix next season. Bless you. And bless you.
Those are some powerful sneezes. But okay, well, yeah, we're looking forward to see what you can do next week at Las Vegas, and congratulations again on third place, Thomas.
Thank you, Rudy, and sorry to everyone else who's involved in that stupid little move of mine.
But you did come out of here with the most laps led tonight, 38.
I'll take it. It's been a while since I've done that too, so.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, Rudy.
Randall Drake, you got a copy.
What's up, Rudy?
Wow, what a race to the finish. I was on the edge of my seat. I paid for the whole seat too, and I was right on the edge of it for that finish. You were like a half a fender from bringing that home. I know you were racing with your teammate, but when it comes down to the end of the race, man, it's no more teammates. But you had tried a couple of different times, and we thought, man, you really got the run. But that last turn there off of turn 4, you really went high.
Yeah, I actually learned something earlier in the race. I don't know if when it was myself, I think it might have been Porter on the outside, trying to make the outside work with just 2 cars, and I was able to get such a good side draft that I said, maybe I'll be able to use that later in the race. And I kind of snookered Porter there a little bit, and I said, you know what, I'm content with racing for a second and getting the podium, and I was fine, which is where I ended up. But it's funny, I told him, I'm like, I probably won't go high until 3 or 4 anyway. So, and I decided with like 2 laps to go, I said, you know what, let's just have, we had enough of a lead on the 3rd place car. I said, let's have some fun here. And Porter and I were having a blast racing side by side and keeping it clean. And I think that last coming out of turn 4 there, I probably should have just kept it a little lower and pinched him just a little bit more to get that side drift. I might have gotten him at the line, but it was a lot of fun. That's probably the best restrictor plate race I've had in IWCR's history. So I'm ecstatic to even just get second. So I'm thrilled for Porter because I feel like it's been a while since he's seen victory lane. So I was just happy that we helped each other out. At one point during the race, I fell back, and another point in the race he fell back, and that's what teammates do, and it benefited both of us because look where we ended up. So I'm happy. I'm thrilled to get a second place here, and even though I didn't came up just a little short, it was still a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, well I'll tell you what, that it was a nail biter, like I said, all the way to the very end, and I just went back and I was replaying it again here, and man, at the line, it was like a half a. If you could have just not went high in turn 4 there, I think you could have got Jeff, but it was close. It was just that close at the end, man. So, well, congratulations, and we thought we knew there was going to be a long time. Somebody that had been in victory lane had been a long time, one of you guys, and either one of you, and the way it all worked out, you guys both of you had the chance to come to victory lane again, and we were kind of rooting for both of you. I mean, we weren't sure who to root for, who was gonna make it. You almost did it though, Randall, but congratulations on second.
Thanks, buddy. It's funny, as we were coming down towards the start-finish line, all I kept thinking is Darrell Waltrip's soundbite that Jesse Schwartz plays every race. They touch. That's all I could think of as I was coming to the line, and I was kind of chuckling as it was happening. So it was a lot of fun. And I'm thrilled for Porter too. He's a good guy, great teammate. We've been friends for a really long time, so I'm happy for him as well.
Right. Well, anybody you want to thank tonight for your second place finish?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody on Go Fast, Turn Left, and then in addition to that, our GFTL extension of the JSM team. So thanks to those guys. If it wasn't for Josh and Jarrett helping us out, I think GFTL, might be struggling a little bit here and there. So I want to thank those guys for helping us out, and thrilled to be in second here, and thrilled for Porter. So appreciate you doing all that you do, and thank you for your time in the booth. I didn't think I was going to be talking to you tonight. I probably was going to be cursing out later on, Rudy. So usually I'm wrecked by now. So,
but man, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of skill in what you did tonight because we were looking at some of the different moves you were making out there. A lot of times you were losing the draft, and we thought, oh man, if you lost the draft, you're going to be out of it, And luckily, some lap cars or whatever, we seen I can't remember who it was, caught up to you there and helped you a little bit. And, man, and then it was like you dumped them off and, rightfully so. You're on the lead lap and they were lap down cars. But, man, I'll tell you what, it was one heck of a race out there. Caution free, Randall. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it was. Oh, there should have been a caution with the Keen wreck, but nonetheless, it was still a fun race. So.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. Thanks for talking with us, and we'll see you next week at Las Vegas.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Thanks for everything.
Yes, sir. All right, Jeffrey Porter, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, you made it there, brother. You come home with a win. What did you think when Randall pulled out on you?
Well, the first time he pulled out on me, he actually had me at the line on whatever lap it was. And, yeah, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. He's actually got a chance here. And so I started getting a little nervous. There's not much I can do right there.
Right.
Other than try to side draft him all the way up to the wall. And we didn't want to wreck each other. I mean, it was our race to lose. But I was just watching the replay here and, how much room he gave me every time he did that.
Yeah.
that just shows you what kind of a dude he is. He wants to win, like, just as much as everybody else, but he didn't want to do anything wrong, and that just shows you what kind of dude he is, man. He's a man of integrity. I knew for a fact that he was not going to wreck me, and he wasn't going to put me in a bad position, and it was fun. My heart's still beating pretty fast right now.
I'll bet. Mine would be. Yeah, you only beat him by about a fender. So that's how close it was at the line. We're looking at the replay here. But, all I can say is big congratulations to you, Jeff. And I think Scott looked up the stats on it. I think it's both of you. Well, maybe not. No, I think last time you were in victory lane, I think, was last year, 2016.
The only IWCR Cup race I won was at Michigan.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, it was last year sometime.
Yeah, and the last time we seen Randall in victory lane was at Pocono in 2015.
Yeah, he
2 years ago. So, both of you were, in that position to, nullify that old record, so you guys did a heck of a job. So congrats on your win tonight, Jeff. And I know you're probably not really in it for the points right now. You're probably out of the points race, but still a win's a win, and that's all that really matters. So,
right.
Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, these guys that I race with, every time we went into the pits, we all did everything together. And that's what it really came down to. When you don't have any cautions, it's all about your pit transition time. And, we were able to get it right every time. And if somebody didn't, we, would try to get each other all back together. A couple of us got speeding penalties, and that sucks. But, we all stuck together the whole race. And with only 15 cars, and you got, 5 or 6 people that stick together, that's a pretty big group. And you can pretty much determine the race's outcome in most cases when you have the majority of people like that. But yeah, I want to thank those guys. I come in at 10:20 and they shot me the setup and I ran it. It's not like I did anything. Yeah. And I appreciate them sharing that information with me.
Right.
For the most part. It's just like, wow.
Oh yeah. All right, well, go celebrate that win, Jeff, and we'll see you next week at Las Vegas. Thank you for talking with us.
Have a good one, man.
All right, you too, buddy. All right, we'll run down through the results here, folks. Jeffrey Porter coming home with the win. Randall Drake second. Thomas Keene third. I wish it wouldn't do that. Charles Grant Jr. fourth. Bernard Person fifth. Jarrett Schwartz sixth. Joshua Schwartz seventh. Justin Warner eighth. Brent Lane ninth. James Coulibaly will finish in the top 10. Jeff Hollingsworth 11th, Logan Powers 12th, Wayne Seavey 13th, Mark Robertson 14th, and Josh Witherspoon did not start the race. So congratulations to Jeff Porter for IWCR. Thanks for watching tonight on MaxSpeedTV, folks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up on the video. We'd appreciate that very much. And we'll catch you next time right here. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.